Sunday morning here. I'm doing a special video only for the real estate agents here to help real estate agents in our area. So this video is gonna be one of those classic legendary as time goes on in the future, but today is October 2019 and this is one of the first times that here in our area we have so many news articles about the Department of Justice multiple lawsuits against the MLS. Now, when you study these lawsuits, you see that there are nine major law firms. So I'm going to help you, real estate agents, to how to thrive in the future, and the future is now, right? So the prediction is in the near future, the MLS is gonna go, the cooperating buyer's broker fees is gonna be zero. It's gonna go down to zero. Zero means negotiable, right? When you read this lawsuit, basically you want the buyer's agent to collect their own buyer's broker fees and the listing agents to collect their own listing fees. So the sellers keep, the buyers keep. So how do you do that? So this is how we're gonna do it. It's a three-step process. Once you master how to do this, you'll be fine. Assuming, so think about it. Imagine, what if the buyers know the truth about you, real estate agents? And when I say that, I meant you are only showing homes to the buyers, homes that match, that's on the MLS, and that match the commission, your commission criteria. So the purpose of today is I want to teach you on how to set your own fees, so that way you are not relying on the MLS. This is how the real estate agents in my company for the past decade, this is how we are able to show homes every single day to the buyers, including for sale by owners, homes that's previously listed, homes that's not listed on the MLS. The reason we know how to do that is because we know we are not entitled, our commission, we are not entitled to the buyer's broker fees that's on the MLS. So imagine on the buyer's broker fees on the MLS, imagine it goes to zero. In fact, now, what's zero now? Look at it. When you go to Zillow coming soon, the buyer's broker fees are zero. New homes, new construction, for sale by owners, pre-foreclosures, what about homes that's behind on the mortgage payments, homes that's previously listed, expired, canceled, withdrawn, all of these are zero. So there are a lot of homes, there's a lot of sources that have zero buyer's broker fees, right? So imagine this, imagine what if the buyers know the truth about you, real estate agent, and when I say that, I meant that you are only showing homes that's already on the MLS, homes that the buyers themselves can see online, right? As technology becoming more and more advanced, the moment the listing get syndicated, the moment the listing get inputted into the MLS, it gets syndicated to 15,000 end user websites. Here, I'm in Los Angeles, at CRMLS, it gets syndicated to over 15,000 different websites. So if all you do as the buyer's agent, you are emailing homes that the buyers already seen online, they seen it on Zillow, Realtor.com, any other 15,000 website online, then what's the value that you are bringing to that transaction? That's the reason why, if you look at the history of the buyers cooperating buyers broker fees on the MLS in the past 20 years, there's a downward pressure of real estate agents' income. And the reason there's a downward pressure of the real estate agents' income in the past decade is because as technology becoming more and more advanced, then basically the buyers already seen the home online. So imagine, so how do we do that? How do you compete against machine? As technology becoming more and more advanced, there is no way, you are not gonna win if you just compete with machine. Meaning, if what you do, the machine can do. Meaning, if all you do just emailing homes, and the machine, imagine this, if I'm the buyer, I just go online, I go to my favorite website online, and bam, all the homes is available every single day. So the real estate agents who email homes from the MLS, that's kind of obsolete because you are behind on the game, because the buyers already seen the home first. And plus, if I'm the consumers, if I'm the buyers, I rather work with the online, with the app, because now I can just change my criteria at any time. So now what's the solution? As technology becoming more advanced, and as there's all these lawsuits against the real estate industry, that my prediction, I think in the near future, on the MLS is going to be zero. In fact, today, October 2019, some of the MLSs in the nation already have a field on the MLS showing negotiable. I think the MLS at the Washington State in Seattle, if you have friends, if you have real estate agents friends in Washington State, in Seattle, you can check on their MLS. They just launched this week that when they input on the MLS, on the listing, there's an option. How much you want to pay the buyer's broker fees? It says negotiable, right? Negotiable, or zero, right? Negotiable. So now, how do you negotiate? Because if you have this skill, if you as a buyer's agent, once you are no longer entitled to what's offered on the MLS, think about it. Now you are able to focus on what the buyers are looking for. Now you can truly show all homes that match the buyer's criteria, including for sale by owners, homes that's previously listed, expired, new homes, new construction, foreclosure, because you are no longer tied to whatever show up on the MLS. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's a three-step process. Once you master this, man, now you can truly add value to that transaction. You are no longer an order takers. Right? You know what an order taker is, right? Order taker is, if I'm the buyers, you are the agent, I tell you, hey, I'm looking to buy. If I'm the agent, I'm the buyers, you are the agent, and then I tell you, hey, I'm looking to buy homes in Los Angeles between 7 to 800,000, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,000 square feet. If all you do, take that information, put it into the automatic email system, and every day emailing me those kind of homes, that is an order taker, and you will be obsolete. The market will destroy you because if I'm the consumer, I can just go to my cell phone, put it into my favorite website, and it will automatically, instantly give me access to those homes without waiting for you. And now it's October, November 2019. There will be new companies coming up. I think it's already here in Los Angeles. Open Doors, for example, right? So now not only the buyers can see the home online through the app, now the buyers can go directly to the listing, and guess what? There'll be an app on the house, and I can just punch my own code. The buyers, I'm talking about the consumers. Then the consumer just go inside, take a look at the home, and there'll be an app. Then they can just put an offer right there on the spot. And you see, today is October 2019. Before the end of this year, in December 2019, Zillow is gonna launch the Zillow offers. Now, basically, they're just gonna go straight by the homes. Anyway, let's focus on how are you gonna be different when you work with buyers, because that's the topic of today. Because if you are no longer, if your income is no longer entitled to what's on the MLS, now it free you up. It free you up the inventory of all homes. Now you can focus on what is it that the buyers are looking for. Why the buyers are buying. You see, people don't need to buy a house. The buyers, they don't need a house. The reason they are making a move is because it's a live event situation. So the buyer's agent that's going to be doing extremely well in 2020 and beyond in this information age technology is the ones that listen and focus on the buyer's heart's desires, their vision, why they're making a move, because it's a live event situation. And once you, as the buyer's agent, once you figure out why the buyers are making a move, then you can look at homes. Okay, so I'm going to show you the three-step process. on how to be able to negotiate your own buyer's broker fees, because once you know how to negotiate, get your own buyer's broker fees and no longer entitled to what's on the MLS, then the whole world of inventory open up to you. Then you don't care if for sale by owners, you don't care if the whole MLS goes to zero. You are not entitled to whatever's showing on the MLS. You ready? You ready? You ready? Grab a pen and pay attention on this segment here. Okay, so it's a 3-step process. Step number 1, you gotta set. It's a 3-step process. How to set, negotiate, and collect your own buyer's broker fees. It's a 3-step process. Step number 1, how to set your buyer's broker fees. So we are talking about exclusive buyers listing, exclusive buyer's broker agency. Why would the buyers, think about it, why would the buyers be working with you exclusively? So here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty in our company, we treat the buyers exactly the same like listing. That's it, right? You wouldn't start going to a listing appointment. You wouldn't start putting a for sale sign. You wouldn't start working on a listing if the owner of the home don't sign an exclusive listing agreement with you. Why would the buyers be any different? Right? So here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty in our company, first thing is that we treat the buyer and seller equally. First, you gotta use our buyer's presentation to compel the buyers to hire you exclusively. So that's step number 1, setting your fees. So for this purpose, for this video example, let's use 2.5% as an example. So let's say I set my fees, my buyer's broker fees at 2.5%, just as an example. Again, commission are negotiable, so you set whatever you want to set, but the purpose of this video, I'm just using my example. If I'm the buyer's agent, I'm using 2.5% as an example this morning. Once I set my fees, then the question will be, why would the buyers agree to hire you exclusively and guarantee your buyer's broker fees at 2.5%? Think about it. Why would the buyers do that? Then you have to backtrack. Right now you have to ask, what is it that the buyers are looking for? What is it that the buyers are looking for? Because if you can focus on, if you have what the buyers are looking for, then bam, of course the buyer's gonna hire you exclusively. What is it that the buyers are looking for? Buyers are looking for homes. And not just any old homes, right? Buyers are looking for homes that's special, homes that match their criteria, homes that's unique, homes that's exclusive, homes that fits their lifestyle. If you can guarantee to the buyers that when you hire me exclusively as your buyer's agent, that every day I'm gonna show you homes every day that match your criteria, homes that you cannot see online, homes that are hard to find online. Will you guarantee me at 2.5%? The answer is yes. I've been doing this since 2007, sold over 5,000 homes, half of them, 60% of them are buyers. And every single time, the reason the buyers agree to hire my team and I exclusively is because every single day, instead of emailing them homes that they can see online, I show you homes every day that you cannot see online. Homes that match your criteria that you cannot see online, including for sale by owners, homes that's previously listed, foreclosure, new homes, new constructions, for Zillow coming soon, and the list go on and on and on. Here in our company, we have about 47, close to 50 sources of homes that's not available online. So once we know what the buyers are looking for, then we start looking. So step number 1, set your fees. Buyer's agent, number 1, set your fees. And in order for you to set your fees, and in order for the buyers to hire you exclusively, you gotta have a benefit. Price is only a factor in the absence of value. Price is only a factor in the absence of value. The reason the buyers is not gonna hire you exclusively because You are not offering values. So here in our company, we have our buyer's benefits. We call it our VIP buyer's benefits. It includes 16 bullet points, 16 key benefits that if the buyers hire me to help them on when they're making a move, then they're receiving exclusive. Exclusive means no one else is offering. 16 key benefits. One of them, which I'm discussing this morning, one of them is having access to homes that match their criteria every single day. Me showing you homes that match your criteria, homes that you cannot see online. That's just one of the 16 key benefits that we are offering the buyers. Once the buyers see there is a value, that you're offering value, then bam, step number one is done. Check. Because now the buyer's gonna hire you exclusively. You got it? Okay, so that's step number one. Step number two. Oh, before I go to step number two, I get some people call and ask, hey, what if my brokerage don't have a buyer's presentation? There is no, I don't have. What if I don't have a VIP buyer's benefits presentation? What if I don't have VIP buyer's benefits? Well, you gotta have one. You gotta set it up one, right? So here at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty in our company, every real estate agents that come to our company, we are all using the same system, meaning we all have our VIP buyers benefits and VIP sellers benefits, and everybody have access to the 47 sources of homes that's not available online. If this is the first time you are watching this video, you are not familiar with our company, or even if you've been here before, I'm inviting you as a real estate agent, I'm inviting you for a private backstage tour of our real estate office of the future. The reason I call it the real estate office of the future is because this is the future of real estate. You cannot just be an order taker. If all you do, you may be able to make money in the past by emailing them homes, but today the buyers have access to homes right here at the palm of their hand, right here. So if all you do is just emailing homes that the buyers already seen online, man, your income is going to continue downward pressure. So the reason we call it the real estate office of the future is because we are the only real estate company that's going to teach, not only just teach you, but give you deals on how to, in addition to homes that the buyers already see on their hand here, how are you able to show homes that they cannot see online. But anyway, so all you do, call 626-789-0159 again to set up a private backstage tour. To set up a private backstage tour of the real estate office of the future, call me 626-789-0159 so I can show you. So back to here. Step number one, you set your fees. Once you set your fees, step number two, you negotiate. You negotiate your buyer's broker fees. Right, so go back to the fundamental. What is it that the buyers are looking for? Buyers are looking for homes. So imagine all these things are zero. You are no longer entitled to what's on the MLS, right? So now how do you negotiate? Well, how do you negotiate? So let's say it's a for sale by owners. It's $500,000, right? So now you go to that for sale by owners and you put on your purchase agreement. So once the buyers agree to hire you exclusively at your exclusive buyer's agent, so now the buyer's gonna hire you on that exclusive agreement, that 2.5% now become a buyer's closing cost. So how do I negotiate? I put it on my purchase agreement that, hey, sellers, so I'm going to submit an offer at $500,000 and sellers to contribute up to 2.5% towards buyer's closing costs. Buyer closing costs includes buyer's broker fees. So bam, I'm going to submit it to that for sale by owners or to the homes that's previously listed, like expires. The home has been on the market for like 6-7 months. There is no offers. Now you show up with an offer, at $500,000, and you write sellers to contribute 2.5% towards buyer's closing costs. Buyer closing costs includes the buyer's broker fees, and you just negotiate back and forth between you and that owner of the house with the sellers. Remember, these homes are not available online. This is like bank foreclosure, new homes, new construction, for sale by owners, or sometimes it could be homes that's already on the MLS but at quote unquote whatever low fees that you define. I still remember when I first got my license in 2007, I was sitting in my Keller bank that I used to be with ERA, real estate in 2007, 2008, Keller bank. So in a real estate office, and then I used to go to this association, and I was just sitting there, right, in my computer room, trying to write an offer, looking for homes for my clients. And on the back conversation, the agent having this experienced agent having conversation like, for example, hey, we're not gonna show certain homes because the commission is quote unquote low. Now think about it. Imagine if the clients know the truth about you. And you know what? Today, 2019, the clients already know the truth about you. So now you have to know how to. You just have to skill up. And this is the skill. Number one, set your own buyer's broker fees. Sign an exclusive buyer's agreement, and that I told you just now, that means you have to have a benefits, right? Number two, you negotiate. You negotiate with either, if it's a for sale by owners, you negotiate with that for sale by owners, or if this is a listing on the MLS, then you just negotiate with that agent. Remember, what is that the sellers wants? What is it that the sellers wants? Whatever net. So you gotta focus on why they're selling, and we fulfill that as long as it match their net, right? The net money, why they're selling. And step number three is you collect. So once you negotiate back and forth with the sellers or with the listing agent, then step number three is you collect. You collect your buyer's broker fees. So here at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, we have our special, super special escrow instruction that explain to the escrow company. So the moment the offer gets accepted, the moment we open escrow, we tell the escrow company, hey, escrow company, I just want to let you know that so and so is our buyer's client, and our buyer's clients have elected to hire our company to be their exclusive buyer's agent by signing this exclusive buyer's agency agreement, and they hire us at 2.5%. So let's say the MLS is only offering 1.5%. So the buyers already agreed to hire us at 2.5%, and the MLS is already offering 1.5%. So therefore, Mr. Escrow Company, there's a deficiency of 1%. That 1% is already negotiated as part of the purchase agreement, because the purchase agreement is going to say sellers to contribute 1% towards buyer closing costs. Buyer closing costs includes buyer broker fees. So that we explain it. So step number three, which is collecting, is we explain it on the special escrow instruction, so the escrow officer understand, oh, okay, the buyers hire you exclusively at 2.5%, and the reason the buyers hire you exclusively because you are offering these 16 key benefits. One of the 16 key benefits is that every single day you are showing homes that match the buyer's criteria that the buyers cannot see online. Step number two, you negotiate. This is included in the purchase agreement between you as the buyer's agent and either the for sale by owners, or if there's a listing agent, then the listing agent. And then step number three, you collect, meaning you're collecting that. How do you collect that? Then you open up escrow. The escrow company have to understand the process, because if the escrow company don't understand, then obviously the money is just gonna disappear, right? So those are the three steps on how. Once you know, if you know, you as a buyer's agent, if you master this set of skill on how to set, negotiate, and collect your own buyer's broker fees, then you are no longer entitled to whatever on the MLS. If you are no longer entitled to on the MLS, now you can focus on the buyers. You can focus on your clients, because your commission is already guaranteed, right? So I'm gonna end this video, this short segment here with this question that I begin by asking you, what if the buyers know the truth about you, real estate agents? And when I say that, I mean you are only showing homes that on the MLS that fits your commission criteria. And guess what? The buyers know. That's the reason why in the past decade there is a downward pressure in real estate agents' commission. As technology becoming more advanced, as there's these multiple lawsuits against the industry, I'm telling you, in the near future, the MLS is going to go to zero. The buyer's broker fees on the MLS is going to go to zero. So today is a good time. It's the best time. It's literally the last call for you to master the skill on how to set your own fees, negotiate your own fees, and collect your own fees. Because if once you know on how to set, negotiate, and collect your own buyer's broker fees, now it free you up. It free you up. You are no longer entitled, you are no longer captured to homes that's available on the MLS. So now you can focus on what's good for the buyers. You can focus on what is it that the buyers are looking for. Once, because you don't care, any houses will do. For sale by owners, bank foreclosure, new homes, new constructions, homes that's previously listed. In fact, some random houses, I can literally point to any homes because you know you have the skill. So this is how you win in 2020 and beyond in information age. We call it information age real estate era. Right? So the way to win is here from your intellectual, your ability to focus on what is it that the buyers are looking for, their heart's desires. Once you focus on the buyer's vision, then you start looking for homes that match, that fulfill that vision. It's a live event. The reason they're making a move is a live event. So you focus on that, and you are not entitled. I mean, you are not only captive to homes that's on the MLS. You can go to anywhere because you know on how to set, negotiate, collect your fees. Now, I hope this helps you. Go serve big. Now, if you are in this area, I'm inviting you for a private backstage tour here of the Real Estate Office of the Future. This is how in the future of real estate is here. It's right here. It's your ability, your skill. It's not some list of homes, because now the list is already at the palm of their hands, right? The list of homes is already at the palm of their hands. In order for you to be successful, is you need to be able to focus on showing homes that match their criteria that they cannot see online. So all you need to do, call me direct at 626-789-0159. Again, 626-789-0159. Real estate agents, I'm going to show you 626-789-0159 so I can show you how you can thrive, how you can dominate in 2020 and beyond. So technology is not the enemy, how we can leverage technology. And last but not least, thing about this, if the machine can do what you do, so no matter what you do, emailing homes for example, right? If the machine can do what you do, then you will be obsolete, because the machine never gets sick, the machine always consistent, right? The machine is faster, and so the only way for you to win is be able to supplement, meaning how are you able to do something that the machine cannot do. So I'm looking forward to meeting you, to helping you grow your business in 2020 and beyond. Call 626-789-0159. Again, 626-789-0159 to schedule your private backstage tour of the Real Estate Office of the Future. Go serve big.